Hello everyone! Today we are going to ride the Bandros. Do you know what Bandros is and how exciting it is to ride one? Bandros or Bandung Tour on Bus is the officially sightseeing bus of Bandung City, which was introduced in 2014. This program was initiated by the Bandung City government to support tourism and make it easier for visitors to enjoy the city historical landmark. The Bandros name stands for Bandung Tour on Bus and also inspired by a traditional Sundanese snack called bandros. Bancai Street, trace of time in Bandung. Bancai Street in Bandung is not just an ordinary street, but also a trace of time in Bandung. Its rich history reflects the city journey from the colonial era to the modern era. In the past, Bancai was home to carriage driver and stable guards, as well as a place for exchanging horse, as a waiting point and horse changing station. Bancai became a hub of the traffic and the trade. In addition, Bancai also witnessed significant events in Indonesia history, especially when President Sukarno was once detained there. The narrow space of Sukarno former prison cell has now become an interesting historical site to visit.
Braga Street was originally a mode path accessible only by cars, hence its name Pedadi Weg and Karanweg. This street connected Andrian the Wilder Coffee Warehouse, now Bandung City Hall. The Great Post Road, Ronte Forsweg, now Jalan Asia Afrika. During the colonial era, Jalan Braga served a shopping center for the dark elite in Bandung. The name Braga itself comes from the Sundanese word ngabraga, meaning stylish.
Bandung City Hall originated from a building constructed in 1920. During the Dutch East Indies period, this building was used as the office of the assistant resident. Its location was strategically chosen in the city center, near residential areas and colonial government office. In the 1950, after Indonesia gained independence, this building officially became the Bandung Mayor's office. The government then carried out several expansion and renovation to accommodate the city's growing administrative need. The City Hall area gradually not only served as a government center but also became a public space. The surrounding gardens such as Dewi Sartika Park, City Hall Park, and later the Maze Park became recreational spot for the residents of Bandung.
The Potato House on Jalan Banda, Bandung, was built around 1908. During the Dutch colonial period, its name comes from story residents often smelled the aroma of boiled potato when passing by the house. According to legend, the scent originated from a tragedy in which a Dutch baby fell into a large pot of boiling potatoes and died, leading people to believe that the baby spirit along with its mother haunts the house. This story later became popular and was adapted into horror film Potato House in the 2010. Today, the building serves as a cafe.
Gedung Sate. Gedung Sate is a Bandung icon built by the Dutch in the 1920s in Art Deco style by Insinyur J. Gerber. Named Gedung Sate because its roof resembles a satay skewer. The building served as the office of the West Java provincial government until the 1980. Today, Gedung Sate serves as a museum, cultural center, and one of Bandung's top tourist destinations.
Asia Afrika Street was built during the Rite of Deldes as part of the trade route between Batavia, now Jakarta, and Cirebon. In 1955, this street, the History Asian Africa Conference, attended by 29 countries and played a crucial role in the struggle against colonialism and imperialism. The street name was later changed to Jalan Asia Afrika in honor of this event. This street also became a symbol of international solidarity and the rise of the Asian and African national.
Okay, next we will interview the tour guide on the Bandros we rode. We will learn more about the history of Bandros.
Karena bandros itu kan terkenal juga yang dimana sekarang di Bandung Kota. Kita punya banyak sekali saingan dan yang dimana ini namanya bandros, kalau di depan ada lagi namanya Bang Gedung. Jadi kita beda perusahaan. Kalau ini namanya bandros permen karena warnanya beragam seperti permen. Nah, dari gitu bedanya dari Mas Gedung. Nah, kenapa bisa warnanya banyak? Karena ini ada ciri khas. Kalau warnanya satu mungkin nggak terlalu menarik. Karena kan ada anak kecil yang bilang ini tayo, ini 5 gitu kan. Nah itu kan ciri khas karena anak-anak suka sama warna-warna. Terus selain itu apa sih manfaat Bandros itu? Di setiap wilayah di kota Bandung itu banyak sekali tempat wisatanya. Ada beberapa wilayah yang terkenal di Bandung, ada Bandung Selatan, Bandung Timur, Bandung Barat, Bandung Utara. Di Bandung Selatan, Bandung Timur, dan Bandung Barat itu kebanyakan tempat destinasi wisata kayak Cideng, Pantalena, Lembang. Kalau di Bandung Kota itu nggak ada tempat wisata, makanya kita menjelajahi kawasan sejarah-sejarahnya karena dulu ini adalah tempat tinggalnya para Belanda.
That's all. Thank you for watching our video. See you.